That feeling when you find the dress. And it's on sale. Right now at David's Bridal, select wedding dresses originally $300 to $600 are just $99. And select designer wedding dresses originally $700 to $1,600 are only $499. Plus, take $20 off all bridesmaid dresses. We know that it's more than a dress. It's a feeling.
I'm feeling free. I'm on fire. I'm in love. Take me up. I'm going high.
Be your own bride. Only at David's Bridal. Sale ends January 17th.
Every day we bossing up. Every day we bossing up. Money bag, about to fill it up. Uncut, how we give it up. Sunny money, and Ray Luger. Head to the street, that's how we give it to ya. Head to the street, that's how we give it to ya. Boss Talk Radio.
What up, it's Sunny Money, and the first order of business is the business, baby.
Look, it's Ray Luger. Luger's laws, you can abide by him or get tried by him, you dig?
Boss Talk, no filter.
Yeah, you start out like that. Yeah, give me good vibes. Good vibes.
Yo, it's a real funny day right now. It's a real funny day.
My
you know
Lord.
what I'm saying?
Lord have mercy.
Don't look the sun in its eyes. Don't look the sun in its eyes, baby. The solar
Right,
eclipse going down.
What? All right, it's happening right now, ain't it?
It's happening
Ain't
right
that a bit?
now. Ain't that a what? When I tell you it looked like a filter, an Instagram filter outside right now, looks creepy.
Oh,
you know, like that.
I ain't even.
Yo, look out the window, okay? It looks like an Instagram
you know what's crazy?
filter.
It's like everybody talking about like getting the glasses and all types of shit like that.
Yeah.
But it's like,
my neighbors
why
are doing that
somebody
right
gotta
now.
tell you not
looking
to stare into the sun.
Yo, my neighbors
Why
in
is
the
this
backyard.
information you need? Hey, don't stare into the sun. No shit.
Oh my God! Listen, listen. You tell somebody something on Monday, they done forgot it by Friday. This is some pertinent information, especially since this only happens every. They're like, what's going on? And my neighbors are really about that life. Like they're in the backyard and they're grilling. Like this is a day. Look,
Oh,
you heard that? Yeah, that's the eclipse. Yeah.
That's great.
Better
Well, what's
you
good
with
with
me.
you, Sonny Donnie?
I'm good. Yo, listen, I woke up today. I'm happy. I'm breathing. Everything is good. I'm just feeling excited. It's a blessing when you
gotta appreciate that. You gotta appreciate that. Ooh, we gotta appreciate that. Like a lot of people ain't wake up today. So, one time for waking up.
A lot of people have. Ooh. We got the backdrop popping today.
Yo, so check this out, right? It's off topic, but it's necessary. Check this out.
Right.
I'm chilling today. Well, not chilling, but you already know how my day went.
Right.
But my homeboy calls me, and he's like, "Yo, I seen some of your old work on a train." And I'm like, "What?" And he's like, "Yeah, I saw a shorty from da-da-da." Now, this is a chick from, like, early 2000s that I was working with. I'm like, how she look? She look good. She doing this, she doing that, blah, blah, blah. And it's funny. And I don't know, I won't say it's the same with women. I won't zoom. But with men, when we hear about somebody seeing our old thing, it's always like, do I want to talk to her?
Right. It's like, like you're telling me this because.
Like, am I interested in what's going on with her? Like, I don't know. It's weird. Like when you hear about somebody seeing your old thing, like, what's the first thing you think about?
First thing you think about is, do I want to communicate with them again? Right, you're right. That is the first thing. Like, okay, like yo, I see.
What do you think about beats? If you feel like you're wondering what you're remembering what the beats was like.
Right. That's the first thing you're thinking about. You're thinking about was it a good experience? Yeah, you reflect like, yo, you probably have like in your head, you probably have old sex scenes of when y'all used to do it. You try to remember that type of atmosphere. Yeah, and then you go, okay, well they're doing pretty good right now, and then you wonder like, then you be like, yo, so how did she look?
Right. Exactly.
How did she look? Was her shit tight? Did the bunkie still look good? Like, or did she look like, all chopped up? And you're hoping in the back of your mind, I know it sounds crazy, you're hoping in the back of their mind that they don't look good because you kind of don't want to even wonder what's going on. But then when the person says, nah, they looking all right, you be like, exactly. I can't do that. Do I want to revisit that? Because that head is not compared to that headache. That's what you have to think about.
Oh, God. Oh, you know what, son? You just saved me.
Yeah.
You saved me. You reminded me of the headache. Thank you.
Right.
So thank you. I'm off that.
Yeah. It's not worth it. It's not worth it.
It's good to have. That's why it's good to have a girlfriend.
The killer's not worth the feel.
Yeah.
There you go.
Niggas don't know. That's why it's good to have female friends that you don't fuck, because they'll tell you straight with no ulterior.
Yeah. For real.
Thank you for being who you are.
Yeah. Thank you for your opinion. It really matters.
Your input was very necessary.
Your opinion? Yes. It gets
value.
Value.
You know what? Men is funny. Men are really weird when it comes to ex-girlfriends, because it's like if you sell your car and you see somebody driving a car like the one you had, and you're like, damn, I remember that car. That car was fun to drive. I might get another one just like that. Men do that shit. I don't know if men do.
Right, just like that, because you're being reminded of what that test drive was like. But then you have to remind yourself why you got rid of the motherfucker anyway, okay? So think about that. Yeah, I don't have it anymore. That's the point. I'm past that. I'm going to another time, another level, another just everything, Yeah.
Right. Okay. I'll take that. And she won't get a call from me, and I won't go on her gram. So, right, cool. That's a lie. I went on her gram already, but I ain't gonna call her.
Keep it a
I had to see what it was like.
Keep it a bean. Like, you went on there to see what it was like.
Just wanted to peek. I'm just peeking. I said, I don't keep my hands to myself.
Let that mouth do.
Hello? Anybody here?
I want to backslide now. Because I get attacked.
Hello? Anybody here?
Get attached to things. Yeah, it's a comfort. It's a comfort in exes that is like unspoken, but like, when somebody has already been through the bullshit with you, it's like a certain kind of level of comfort.
We're very thirsty.
All right, I'm stopping, yo. I'm stopping. I quit, yo. Let's get this business popping, yo, because we're going to go in. We're going to go on a little on that topic. First order of business is the business, baby. Let's get it. What you got, son?
Oh, right. So for today, guys, we have, oh, my God, that shit had me laughing so hard right now. I got to transform into
I got to go into business mode.
I got to go in business mode from this shit.
I'm sorry. It's real life happening right now. Solar eclipse, niggas running into my exes. Oh, God.
Well, listen, you should have known something strange was going to happen. It's the solar eclipse day. These things happen. Like, all kinds of things start happening. People start acting strange and shit, But, all right, first order of business is a business. So this was a highly requested and demanded particular topic that we're going into. This is about forming an LLC for real estate investments. I'm about to give you guys the pros and the cons for this because me personally, a lot of my dwellings or properties that are owned are not in my personal name. They are in corporations. And, there are some good and some bad things about it. But overall, you know me, if it's a good check for the things that I'm doing, then I'm definitely going all for it. But that's the first order of business is the business. So let's get into it. Over a decade, these LLCs became the most preferred forms of business entities, and this is why a lot of people are reaching out. They want to know what's going on. Why is this a big thing? Well, my husband is an investor, so real estate investors, he's the one that actually taught me this particular situation because I've always thought, putting property ownership underneath your name was the best. Well, it can be. It depends on your pros and cons when I break them down. But he had potential drawbacks. So because he had potential drawbacks, he was like, this makes no sense for me to continue to put it in this name. We're going to just start a corporation and we're going to do it like that because it makes sense to do it. That's for investors. So if you're not really an investor, well, you're an investor, right, because you'll invest in secret stuff, silent shit.
Right.
So for you guys, it's conducive because you get little tax breaks and things that are basically good for you to do because it has a check behind it. But personally, you have to be careful. Personally, you have to be careful because the ownership investment, how can I say that? Through an LLC, it's a desirable option in most instances based on money. It's always about the money. So I'm going to break down some things for you. LLC versus liability insurance. Then I'm going to break down the LLC's limit personal liability, which is something that is important because you got to insure the property. Then you got pass-through taxations for single and multi-member LLCs. Then you have LLCs can make your life easier. So I'm going to go into a couple of things. Yeah, they can. They can. So I'm going to dance around a little bit because this was an article that I had actually wrote down. Normally I freestyle off the head, but this is something that I had to really break down because I don't want to give you the incorrect information. So you have to explore your options. Explore your options. Okay, so many business owners choose to form an LLC because they're unfamiliar with the legal nuances between different entity choices and things that they simply assume that an LLC offers, which protects them from the limited liability in its name. So in reality, a property formed and operated by an LLC does indeed limit the personal liability of the owners as much as the United States law allows you guys by affording the owners no personal risk above and beyond their investment in your own company. All right? But in many instances, the corporations have partnerships. Okay, so of course if a small business owner, if a small business owner of an entity form fails to respect the separate and distant identity of the business or observe statutorial required corporate laws, or they commingle shit. So when I say commingle, this is the con, y'all. This is the con. You have your pros and you have your cons. The cons is you commingle the money incorrectly, and commingle means putting funds from one entity to another entity. You cannot put the funds like that. So let's say I got two corporations. One of them is for my homeless shelters. One of them is for my consulting firm. You do know that if I get a check for the homeless shelter, I cannot under no circumstances put that money in my other business. I'm commingling and sharing funds from two different businesses that don't have nothing to do with the other. So you have to be careful about that. The corporate shield provided by law will be compromised, and you'll potentially expose the owners to personal liability. So generally speaking, the basic requirements to operate an LLC within the confines of the corporate statutes are not particular, but they are they are not particularly onerous. So they are very funny about how you structure your business. So if this is an investment business and it's dealing with this, let's say A and B, you cannot share it with C and D or you'll be flagged. And the one thing about corporations, when you have the business underneath it like that, when you have the property underneath the LLC, you'll get flagged within 3 to 4 years, and by that time it's so much money to pay back. The next step is for you to go to jail because you got so they'll let you rock. They'll let you rock for so long, and you won't even realize it. So let's go. Yeah. So let me give you the pros on this. Let me just run down some stuff. So they can make your life easier. Here's things. When delegating management responsibilities, LLCs enjoy much greater flexibility than any other corporation or partnership. While corporations are statutorily required to have officers and directors, guess what? The LLC can be easily managed by its owners or third-party management. That's a good one. Another good one. In many states that imposed increased fees based on the authorized number of shares, guess what? LLCs may pay lower state registration and maintenance fees than any other corporation. Another good thing, owners of LLCs can take full advantage of the tremendous flexibility in the distribution of profits as determined in your LLC operating agreement. The cash flow does not have to be pro rata according to the owners like an S Corp. Okay? So this gives the owners the ability to financially reward sweat equity, which is effort of select members through appropriate distributions of available cash flow. That's another good thing. Now, unlike an S corporation, foreign ownership and investments in the United States real estate is possibly through an LLC, which is another good thing. And another great thing is LLC owners can easily transfer their ownership in real estate holdings by proactively gifting the company's membership interests to their heirs each year. That's why we did it. We want to give the children, passing it down. That's what it's all about. That's the only reason why my husband wanted to do it, because he wanted to share it with the heirs each year. So over time, over time, you passing your ownership down, you passing it to loved ones without ever having to formally execute or record a deed. Sometimes you don't want to do a new deed, so you're passing everything down. So this enables the property owners to avoid transfer of, guess what, recording taxes. We don't got to do fees, and those could be substantial in many states. New York is one of them. So that's the good thing of doing it. Now, you have to be careful because you have to figure out, is this something that you want to do? This is something that an investor wants to do. This is an investor that has more than one child. He doesn't want to see his children fight and argue over what properties. So what he does is he gives both the properties, both of them, and gives you equal shares. So then now you have something called tenancy in common. What's in common is that you share the same parent and you share the same amount of percentages in the house. They will have to agree when they get older to sell the property of equal shares. So if, let's say it's a brother and a sister, the brother might say, you know what, sis, I want to buy you out. He would have to buy her out of all her shares in order for him to live happily ever after. She would have to do the same. Or they can keep it together and keep it in the family, which is unlikely for the unlikely for the black culture. You know what we do? Unfortunately, you know what we do? We sell it and put it on the market, get the money, all to go live in an apartment just to go buy us a car. Financial constipation will put us there because we rather look like money than actually having it. Well, that is what the pros are. I had some cons. Cons is just really about the money, because a lot of people ask me about that, but it's kind of hard to explain this. But just know that putting a property underneath your LLC is a very good thing to do if you have children, if you want to avoid deeds and passing down deeds and all of that. That gets ugly sometimes.
That second and third sit down with the lawyer.
Yeah, like you can kind of square off and get those get those things out of here. But there's risks that you need to have right strategies on. So there's a simple way to eliminate There's simply no way to eliminate all the risk associated with starting a real estate investment business, but you can easily improve your chances of success by complying with the corporate formalities required by applicable laws. Even though these steps may seem tedious, they are somewhat confusing, and this is what I was trying to explain. It's even confusing with me explaining it. The best teacher is experience. So it's like when I seen us going through it, I was like, oh, my God, this is crazy. So if you're in the market for investment real estate, you should at least consider whether or not the acquisition through an LLC is the right choice for you. If so, it's much easier to purchase the property through an LLC to begin with. Because, see, next week's show, I'm going to teach you how to transfer the property out of your name to an LLC. That might be easier for some people than starting. And a lot of people say that, starting the LLC just to get the property is much more harder than it is to actually swap it. So next week's show, I'm going to teach you how to swap it from personal to LLC. But in closing, guys, because this is one of them things where I just did it because 7 people asked, and that's the only reason why. But other than that, this is not really something that I'm giving you guys what you want for a change. Nothing that But anyway, an LLC may not offer any more or less protection from outside lawsuits. That's what you asked. A lot of people ask that. You got to be careful, guys. You got to be very careful.
It's not always gets passed.
It's not all peaches and cream 112. Yeah. It's not. This shit was hard. This was the hardest deal we ever closed on ever. The house wasn't even this wasn't like this. But see, then again, when the house was purchased, it was purchased under a name, and then we transferred it over to an LLC. So even through my experience, it was much more easier to do it personal than transferring it over. But an LLC may not offer any more or less protection from outside lawsuits, like I was telling you guys, but it's than properly formed and operated corporation or under the limited liability partnership. But it does offer many other advantages that make it most desirable form of entity in many cases, particularly with respect to real estate holding companies. And that's what you have to form. It's important that you create a holding. A holding is what you are required. Well, that's what it should be called, a holding, because it's holding the property. A lot of people say, well, can I call it but it has to be a holding. A holding is held accountable for the property on its own, leaving you with limited liability on your own. You know me, I love putting everything underneath the business name. I love doing that, and it makes it more easier.
So different from property. When you start it personal, you go through a lot less scrutiny. So don't think that doing that LLC for personal property is like is the same as anything else, because you go through a lot more scrutiny when you start it as a LLC personal and you don't have a holding company.
Correct. Right. There's one more thing I want to talk to you guys about as far as taxation. Another advantage that an LLC owner ability is the enjoyment of benefits of passing through taxation. In 1988, the IRS had released a revenue rule in 8876 form, which declared that in some states you'll be taxed as partnerships, even though they provide for corporate like protection against your liability. C corporations, in contrast, are subject to double taxation. That's not good. So once at the corporate level, and again when it's divided and distributed between the shareholders. So while the owners are of corporations, they're achieving through their taxation by making an S election. That's when S Corps was born. So in 88, when the revenue ruling was a true game changer, it changed a lot, and that's when everybody started to become investors or putting the properties underneath the corporations. But underneath the default tax classification rules, the IRS classifies a real estate holding company with one owner as they would as a sole proprietor, named it as a disregarded entity, which means income and capital gains from the LLC pass directly to the owner, who would only have to pay taxes as an individual while still enjoying the protections offered by the LLC shield. And that is why it's important. You have so many great ways to do that. The only con I ever saw was you don't commingle the funds, and you have to be very careful about how you allocate certain shares. But everything other than that, just you're avoiding double taxation. The holding company can have several owners, which are multi-members. So you got kids. Name all three of them. The members. You got the pass-through taxation. I mean, life is becoming more easier. But again, I've seen people with all of these pros still go to jail because they violated that one con. So you decide on what you want to do. You decide on what you want to do. And this was for Lisa. Lisa, what was her name? Lisa Stastani from the Bronx. She had asked me to do this show, so it's on my blog too. I Love Sunny 101 blog. I did a blog on this, so you can go on the blog and look and see more stuff on this. But again, this is forming an LLC for real estate investments. Okay, the pros and the cons, and that's gonna wrap the Boss Talk 101 Business 101 segment for today, guys. That should drink me. Woo. That should drink me.
Lisa got big aspirations out here. Or she's trying to sidestep. Be careful out there.
Yeah, I don't know. From the Bronx, Lisa from the Bronx. I guess she might probably want to put something in, get a building or get something in a company's name, and want to see if it's conducive. I think listen. Go for what you know. This is what Boss Talk No Filter is about. It's about encouraging you to break the glass ceiling and give you that step-by-step guide. Should I teach myself sometimes some things? You never know, but that's one thing I do know about. So now that we got that out the way.
When you teach somebody, you learn twice. That's what it is. So
that's true.
Shit. Go for yours.
Yeah.
Now, I appreciate what you were saying about the thing. Very much, very much. And it's like, at certain times, I feel like at certain times in your life, because age plays a big role in how you deal with the exes, I think. Because that time, sometimes people, they take, they use that time, and they're more in love with memories than they are with what was actually fucking happening and when it was happening.
Word. Oh, my God. Caught up with the memories.
Yeah, the memories will fuck you up. Fuck you right up. Fuck you over.
They can be misleading, too, if it's in a good sense.
Yeah,
you're thinking about all the good times and you're forgetting about the heavy.
Right. And that's it. And that's it. You're not thinking about the time where you fell asleep and
bitch went through your phone and called everybody. Yeah, exactly. You think about that time when she called to everybody and caused your life to be a living hell. Nah, you don't remember that. You just remember y'all running through the forest and picking dandelions and the music in the background. And everything looking so good, and you were staring deeply into each other's eyes and stuff like that. That's all you're thinking about.
So,
you're not thinking about that.
But is it now? What I want to say, is it unhealthy? Because, I was talking about this earlier today when my boy hit me up and told me he saw her, and I'm like, is this an unhealthy thing? I know if you're in a relationship, of course, it's a no. We had a show on that already. Blah 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 blah.
Right.
But if you're single, is it an unhealthy thing? You had to have some level for y'all to be in a relationship in the first place. What's the harm in that level?
Can exes, okay, so when being single, can you actually establish a friendship or engage in this individual again, with them again?
I think you can. I think you can.
Yeah, but you know what? It's but why? Yo, it's why?
Yeah.
Why do I want to even why? Because to me, honestly, it's okay, yeah, I'm single, but then that leaves room for you to think that it's a possibility that we can get back together. That's why I know it sounds crazy, but I'm more so respect the fact that someone is actually cool with an ex when they have a relationship, because it's like it's not going anywhere. When someone knows that you're still single, they're leaving some form of craziness in their head that, maybe we're going to get back together. And you know what? 75% of the time you do get back together. Both people are single. You guys are having fun as friends. And then, and it's a good thing, though. It's a good and a bad thing. You have your pros and cons with that. But it's like, but why? Like, give me you have to tell me, what was the age difference? What was the reason for the breakup? Because right now you're an older man right now, and she could have been going through your phone at 21. And it's like, come on, bro, seriously. At 21, you probably was fucking like 7 or 8 different bitches. They was on heavy rotation. She couldn't possibly think that you were mature or,
Yeah. I'll keep it 100. I'll keep it 100 with you. Like, the age difference, there was a gap. That's just the way my life has gone. And it wasn't a huge gap. Maybe, this was like fucking 2002 or some shit like that.
Oh, so, wow. Yeah.
Yeah, it was a long time
ago.
Yeah, she's a grown-up now. Like, she's grown. She's got a baby and everything. And I'm like, oh, my God, look at little such and such. Right, so there was a little bit of a gap. You got a baby? Oh, my God, look at you. You're like a grown-up.
Look at little such and such. You're like a grown-up now.
Honestly, like, the breakup was... It was ugly to an extent, but it was ugly because she was young and I was young. It wasn't like nobody got caught cheating or no shit like that. It was just like niggas grew apart, and like, she started smelling herself, and I was in a different phase of my life. And back then, if you start to smell yourself, I'm kind of out. And like when she tried to come back around to be like she was like signing up to be the side chick. But like the chick I was fucking with at the time, it was no wins on that. It was no wins because she was a handful. So it was like
So main chick was main. Wow. So she was actually coming back to be the side chick.
Yeah.
You know what? I'm gonna tell you why. I'm gonna tell you why bitches are side chicks though. They can't handle alpha males. A side chick can't handle an alpha male. Side chicks, when you know that seriously, a side chick cannot handle that type of male. They can't handle alpha males. They're very intimidating, and they can't control them. If they can't handle them, they also know that they don't want to be the one to get cheated on. They want to be the one to get cheated with. So they cannot deal with. So like, let's say for example, I'm an alpha female. I'm not being no side chick. I'll be a main chick. And I'll deal with the pain and the hurt that the man is putting me through. But at the same time, I'm not, and I refuse to be a side chick because I feel like, wait a minute, I'm going to level down. Even though it looks like to me from the outside, it's like, yo, you're getting cheated on. You might as well go be a nigga side chick because you get cheated. No. He's cheating on me. That's reflecting his behavior. Cheating with me reflects mine. So she came back, right. It's a gem. It's a gem here because I'm gonna tell you the reason why she came back is because she knew when she was dealing with you before, she didn't like the way she felt. She didn't like the way she felt, and I don't even know right. She was younger than you too. I know that for a fact, and I'm gonna tell you she couldn't deal with you because number one, you were an alpha, and number two, you were older. So she started smelling herself when she started. I can't explain. It's like. She started feeling herself when you started realizing that she actually was something special. That's when she started acting funny. Okay?
Yeah,
so,
right.
Right. You ain't even got to tell me. I know. It's like she was probably 19. You was probably 25. Oh, now you want to act funny. Now you want to act, all right now. And then by that time, she's over it. Because women tend to get over men quicker when they realize that they fucked up. It's just a crazy, crazy thing. We get over you more.
Do me a favor.
Yo, seriously.
Say that one more time, please.
Women tend to get over you, or men. We tend to get over men more quicker when we realize that you guys realize that you fucked up. Like when you guys have something called an epiphany. Yeah, you guys get an epiphany, and it's like we look and we say, oh, now you got the epiphany. It's like we hold on until you change, and then by the time you change, we don't want you no more. It's crazy. I know it sounds crazy, but some of us are fighting for you just to realize what you had just in enough time so that we can walk away and make you feel like shit. We'll hold on just for that moment. We'll hold on just for that moment. We need that moment. That moment is very important to us. That moment allows us to gain back our power. That moment allows us to become it's a power situation. It's like, oh, wait a minute. So, but we're most broken when you guys don't realize that. And guess what? We're holding on. Some of us, not all of us, some of us throw in the towel, but an alpha female doesn't. An alpha female, that's the difference between an alpha female does not when she deals with the alpha male. Now, if it's not an alpha male, she's like, fuck you, I'm out of here. But she tries to change the alpha male because she realizes, you know what, you're an alpha like me, and I want you to understand we can be powerful together, but you're doing me wrong. You're doing me like how the bitch up the block that you would probably pop off in your car and skirt off on her with. You treat me like her, and you don't realize what you got. That young lady that you were dealing with said, let me come back now. I can't deal with him. Yeah, let's go back to her. I can't deal with that nigga when he was that nigga then. He was a headache, and he was causing me to do all kinds of crazy shit. He was driving me crazy. I was going through his phone. I was catching him cheating. I was still dealing with the shit. You know what? And then when he realized what he had, fuck it, I'm out. That was her power. That's how she gained her power. It's called transfer of emotions. It was like she was crying, she was whining. When you realized it, she picked up, and that was when she got clarity. But here's the thing. She came back. Y'all was whatever. She said, nah, fuck that. I'm going to be the bitch you cheat with me with because I want to know how it feels this go around to be the woman that you want to be with other than the one that got cheated on. Because, see, she played that role with you before. She didn't want to play that role with you again. She said, no, I know what it's like to be on that side. Let me go on the other side. Let you be fun with me, and I'm going to send you back home. Kind of like she wanted to seek that revenge and get that shit out of there. You know what I'm saying? So now, fast forward the tape. No, that's going to be a headache. That's going to be a true headache. Any woman that had the level of being a main that wanted to go down to the side, you fucked her head up. You fucked her head up.
Man,
you fucked her head up, boy. She said, fuck that, keep that shit. She said, being with you is overrated. I'd rather be the side bitch.
Exactly. Let me just get the dick and the vacations.
Right. She said the dick was good, but that's all I want. I don't need the dick with the emotion. Not realizing that women are emotional creatures. So the minute you pipe her just like that, she's going to be coming back anyway. And now you're going to have less respect for her than you did before because she went from a main to a side. So it's like, kill yourself.
Yeah. Nobody's doing that. So, like, let's talk about that comfort zone that people look for in an ex. And we'll tell you the 10 worst reasons to stay friends with your ex. Now, this is if you're single or not, but these are the 10 worst reasons.
Okay.
Number 10 is you have the same friends.
Oh, my God.
That's the problem. Because then you get that influence. You got the outside influence, and they don't really know the turmoil that was going on inside your relationship. And if they just like that guy or that girl, they're going to start pushing you towards them. So it's like, that's number 10. Like, if y'all have the same friends, if y'all was like a social couple, and then y'all had a breakup, everybody knows y'all was the it thing. When they see y'all back in each other's life, they're going to start pushing and pushing and pushing. And sometimes people,
you guys need to get back together, and
and you start your own bullshit.
Yo, bro, that's a real good reason, yo. That's number 10, you said? Fuck, what's number 1? Holy shit.
We really going to get to it. We going to go.
Yo, that's number 10? I would have thought that was number 1. I don't want to be around your friends and we got the same friends. Oh, no, this is interesting. Okay.
Number 9, you feel bad for them.
You feel bad for them?
Like if you are the one who took it off and you see that they're all fucked up behind it, or you try to stay in their life to keep them comfortable.
Oh,
that's
yeah, that was me.
idea.
I did that before with my ex. Yeah. I felt really bad. So, yeah, that shit, damn. Yeah, that's cold-blooded right there. Mhm.
Yeah, and like when you are the one when you're the one that cut it off, then they fall to pieces, and you have to watch them fall to pieces. If you still got love for them and you cut it off for your own mental health, you need to keep moving. You need to keep moving.
You know what the sad part about that situation is? If you don't what?
Yeah. Like if you don't, it's the roller coaster shit. Keep going around and around, and it drags.
You're right. That treadmill shit we was talking about last show. But you know what's so crazy? I felt bad for someone that I was with for 7 years, and when I broke it off with him, it was just so amazing how he caught an epiphany. Remember, we just described that, and it was like for 7 years I kept telling her, I'm gonna leave you. I'm gonna leave you. I told him that after the 3rd year. Okay, you're cheating. And no disrespect, but you know you have a little dick. You have a little dick, and I'm still being faithful. You have a little dick, and I'm still being faithful. You have a little dick, and I'm still being faithful. And you still cheating. Like, who's fucking you with that little dick? Like I was mad. I was like, somebody's fucking you with that little dick? I said, they don't want you. They want to get me mad. It's no way in the world because you're not giving up no money. But you're right. You're right. You're right. I felt bad after walking away from him, but then I had to be reminded by my current situation. Sweetie, the reason why you're not with him is because he did you dirty. Why are you feeling bad about the fact that you're feeling good about yourself to walk away from it? And then that's when I had to, walk away from the situation. You know what the sad part is about the situation? Currently, when I left that person, they actually was doing, the epiphany. They were doing good, but I had already left. So, men, if you're listening, I'm going to give you a gem. Women, we leave mentally before the physical.
Oh, that's a fact.
The mental is already gone. Yeah. We could still fuck you in our mind.
I've been left like.
Yeah, fact.
Like people fuck with me, be like, yo, she broke up with you. Like, I get dumped. I get dumped. Everybody gets dumped. I've been dumped. Like, and when they leave mentally first, and they just acting funny, and then one day you reach out and it's like, no. No, I'm not putting up with your shit anymore. Nope.
Right. Yeah, I'm not putting up with this shit no more. It's too much of a headache. I don't want to do it. Yeah.
I fuck with Earl. Earl knows how to treat a real woman. Mouse. Number 8, worst reason. Now we're talking about the worst reasons to stay friends with your ex. Number 8, just because you want to keep an eye on them. People do that shit.
They do.
You want to see if they winning. You want to see if they losing. You want to see if they upgraded, downgraded. You just being nosy. Let it go. Don't start Instagram creeping, trying to see what they're doing, because you're setting yourself up for a long-ass headache. Leave it alone. And, social media is the reason people do that. Because back in the days, you might break up with you.
That's stalking shit, yo. You know how many exes?
Yes.
Oh, my
God.
God.
Your phone calls, just never know what they're doing. But now, in the social media age, you know when they at motherfucking what restaurant, who they with, where they she coming from the party, like, oh, it's drunk night, like, all of that shit. You're killing yourself. Stop. Don't do that.
No, but let me ask you a question, yo. You think it's cool to be social media friends with your ex? That's just a question, because I have an ex that's on my page, and me and my husband, we crack up about this shit. This ex was angry with me because I brought who was my baby father at the time to a wedding of a mutual friend. Yo, you hit it all on the head. You said, when you said number 10, I think you said y'all have the same friends. Yes, that's why I had to separate myself from that bunch. But our same friend got married, and when he got married, he invited me. So when he invited me, I was pregnant, and I brought, you know, my baby father, who's now my husband, with me. And I heard through the grapevine that he had an attitude. And I'm saying, but you're on my Facebook. And my husband be laughing. My husband says, yo, keep the nigga on there. You know why? Because let him see how happy your life is. You know what? Since you want to be a part of that, but and he doesn't hit like on anything. He doesn't hit like on anything, bro.
Like, to answer your question, like I cannot stunt. I'm like social media friends with a couple of my exes, but those are relationships that ended how they ended, and people grew up, and like I can be happy for you. Like, you're happy with, you know, Tim. Oh, I'm so happy for you, because that's when you really love somebody and then it fucks up. Like, you understand it's fucked up. It's not meant for you and them. But like, nigga like me, I don't have it in me to wish bad on you because you're not my girl. I don't have that in me. So it's like, you're not together no more. You have a baby and you're getting in love and you get, okay, great, yo, good for you. So I can't shy away against the exes, but on social media. But like, if it's a bad ex, like if it's a fresh wound, you might want to fucking unfollow that.
Right. Okay, that's good. So you guys are listening. I hope you females, ladies and gents, women, listen. Yo, if it's a fresh breakup, you might want to unfollow. Or, and I'm going to add to this, or if you never got over the ex, please, I don't care if you moved on and you got married. Those are the worst types, the ones that moved on and still haven't gotten over you. They moved on because you moved on. Those are checking your Facebook and your Instagram all the time, yo. I'm telling you, because they do not double tap, but you find out that they talked to someone about something you posted on social media, and you're wondering, wait a minute, you didn't even hit like, you didn't even engage in conversation. So you saw it. That means you seen it, but you didn't hit like. Yeah, go ahead, bro. These are good. Keep it coming. What we up to, number 7 or something?
Number 7.
Oh, yeah.
Worst reason to stay friends with your ex, because you're lonely.
That's 80% of the bitches on the right. Lonely / they need a roommate to pay this New York rent, boy.
Oh, God. You are fucking lonely. And, like, this goes for men and women. Believe it or not. Niggas get lonely. Pac said it. Thugs get lonely, too.
Right.
Yeah. And when you go through a breakup, so if it's a big breakup, there's a hole. Like, if you was comfortable with your ex and y'all hung out together and went to the movies and shit like that, when they're gone and you can't find a good movie buddy, you start going back for that movie buddy from before. Don't you do it. Because like when you feeling like that, the best thing you could do now. I had an ex, and we still are very, 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 very cordial. And one thing she told me when we broke up, well, not told me, showed me. Like, a lot of women think like the best way to get over with one guy is to get under another one. And I'm telling you, that's not
like a rebound.
Not the way out when you're lonely either.
That shit is whack.
You got to go to your friends. You got to go to your family. You got to start hanging out with your nieces, your nephews, and your cousins and them. Like, if you're lonely, fill that spot with your family and friends. Do not look for your ex.
I did that shit. I did that. Yo, I was with somebody. I kid you not. This is from, all right, I could tell you exactly. So in 96, from 96 to 1998, I was with someone. And in order for me to get over them, I got with someone else, right? So I'm with this person from 96. fresh out of high school now. This is fresh out of high school. I'm getting ready to go to college. You know what I'm saying? I'm getting ready, getting ready to do the college situation. So I met him. Actually, 96, I was still in Springfield High School. I'll never forget it. Still in Springfield High School. Met the dude on my McDonald's line. The dude knew my nickname and everything. My dumb ass gonna put Poochie on my McDonald's visor, wondering how the nigga knew my name. So, I'm all open and shit. Nigga drive a nice V. He in a GS, the dead president's GS that Jay-Z had at that time. He's in this car. You know what I'm saying? This is my man for 2 years, from 96 to 98. Cheater for real. Like, I left my mom's crib. I moved in with him. This is, mind you guys, I'm like 17, 18 years old now. This is crazy. He's older than me. He's like 22, 23. Worst fucking relationship of my life. You hear me? I wrote it even in my book. This was Mr. fucking Charming in my book. To get over him, I got with somebody else. I got with that person from 1998 to 2000. Then I got with the person from 2000 to 2007, and from 2007, I'm with my husband. So I tell you this, I say that to say this. I got over one to get over the next one, and the second one that the dude from 96 to 98 that I had to get over when I got with the 98 to 2000 guy, worst relationship of my life. Listen to what Ray is telling y'all. That dude,
always the worst.
That rebound relationship was worse than the fucking 1996 to 98 character. That guy in my book, I call him Mr. Rebound. You better be careful. Mr. Rebound was whipping my ass. No, I'm seriously, he was abusive. Mr. Rebound had a hand problem. Mr. Rebound was angry that he knew he was Mr. Rebound. He knew you got to get over this last nigga. Yeah, it hurt his ego. And he was a Virgo. Could you imagine?
Oh, that's tough.
Getting choked.
What a dangerous situation.
I was getting choked in my sleep, boy. I was sleeping, waking up to his hand around my neck, like, yeah, you thought about leaving me, right? Like, nigga, I'm in the bed. Where am I leaving? Where am I going? I can laugh about it now, but like the kid was crazy.
I can leave Earth because you me, nigga.
But you know what? See, God don't like ugly right now, and I'm not trying to say nothing, but he's paralyzed from the legs down now. He can't even walk anymore. That shit crazy. Yeah, so
ouch.
Better be careful, guys. But yeah, seriously, and we don't have problems. I don't have problems with none of my exes, but they do always say, "Yo, you the best thing that ever happened to me." I bet I am. Yeah, whatever. Oh, you the one that got away. Haven't had a lot of relationships. Yeah, I haven't had a lot of relationships. But you're right. What was that, number 7? Because you're lonely. I gave y'all a story on that. That lonely shit is the devil.
Dangerous. Mm-hmm. Idle hands are the devil's workshop.
Mhm.
Okay. So we go on number 6 now. You're having that feeling that the grass was greener, and this is what happens when you.
Yes.
Let me tell you. Let me break it down though.
Thought you was what happened.
You break up relationship, right? You're in that new relationship that's not really what you want it to be. This is kind of like you said, when you get into a rebound and you got into it because you needed a rebound, but now it's not all it's cracked up to be. So some people will totally buy into their rebound, like you tried to do, like stick it out.
Yeah.
But they start keeping up contact with their ex because now he seems like, oh, you know what? Ray wasn't really that bad compared to this nigga. So they start keeping up that contact, and the only reason Ray starts to seem like a good idea is because you don't have to be around Ray every day. You don't have to deal with Ray's annoying on a daily basis anymore. You don't care who's in his phone. You don't care what time he came home. You don't care about any of that stuff. So now it looks like, oh, you know what? Let me keep in contact with him because he's funny, and if I want to fuck around, I could, but you got to close that door.
Yeah.
Because when you add the ex, now you're already fucking up the new relationship. Talking to me at all after you just left me, bad idea. Because some niggas are smart enough to play up that whole. Yeah, we was the shit. No.
Really, no. We was the shit. We was always into some shit. It was a nasty split. Stop fucking acting like the shit was peaches and cream 112. It was horrible. Yeah. Wow. Okay.
You don't have to deal with that's an easy one. Here's the hard one to swallow. Number 5 is the hardest one to swallow.
Mhm.
You're keeping in touch with them because you're thinking, you're hoping one day they might change.
Yeah, a lot of niggas try to keep in contact with me, hoping that I was gonna change. Nah, not ever. Not ever.
I tell you, like I tell the bartender, keep the change. Keep the change. Like, this goes into like something we talked about before. Like, you need to get to know who it is you're fucking with. Like, you really need to get to know who they are, because like, once you know who they are at their core, like something I always say, once you know what a thing is capable of, they can't really surprise you. It's a lot harder for them to surprise you once you know what they're capable of. So it's like you have to know who they were, and if you're expecting them to become a different person, you have to hear how ridiculous that sounds.
Right.
Like if it's a small thing like washing clothes or doing laundry or returning phone calls, that could change. But what he thinks is funny, what he thinks is okay, what she thinks is right, what she thinks is acceptable, those things are somebody's core values. Those are people's paradigm. And like you're waiting for somebody to have a paradigm shift in regards to a relationship, not going to happen.
Right.
I don't believe it. I don't think that happens.
Not ever.
You can't sit around and wait for somebody to change. You got to realize the things that you want them to change, sometimes that's their favorite thing about themselves.
Right.
That's such a bar. Because I had a bitch that, to say shit like, oh, you always think you're right. And that's most women I date. They always say that. Oh, you always think you're right. Yeah. My thing about being
they
right.
say you always think you're right. Okay.
Yeah. But my thing about being right is if you can prove me wrong, I'll eat it.
Right.
I'll eat it. But if you think I'm wrong because of your personal belief, I'm still right. I try not to open my mouth unless I know I'm correct about something. So, like, when it comes down to opinion, this is my opinion, it's not going to change unless you can prove it to be wrong. But don't just say, well, that's how I feel. Well, this is how I feel. Like you can't expect somebody to change. Waiting for that, it's like waiting for winter. It's coming, maybe, but it's going to be cold. It's going to be cold. This is my favorite one. This is my favorite one. You ready?
Yes.
Number 4, they want to keep you, like, you want to keep that ex on the back burner.
Oh, wow, yeah. People
Hello?
tend to do that.
Anybody here?
Yeah.
Because, like, people, the relationship is not, everything is meant to be, or maybe they're boring, maybe they don't have the stature that you want them to have yet. Maybe, they haven't really leveled up. But in your heart, like, oh, she's a good girl, though. So let me keep her around. Like, when she grows up a little bit, if I keep in touch with her,
right,
we can start over. Or for women, sometimes it's like, you know what, he's a good guy, but it's time for me to have my whole phase. So I'm going to have my whole phase,
right,
and I'll keep in touch with Derek because when I'm done with my whole phase, I'm going to go back and I'm going to snatch Derek up. Don't do that, yo.
Yeah,
like,
women tend to do that shit too, and that's what causes a vicious cycle on men thinking women ain't shit because they got lucked up with a bitch like that. That shit's just most disgusting. You're right.
That shit is not fair, yo. Like you can't move forward unless you cut that off. Like don't keep somebody around because it ties into hoping they change. Like you're gonna keep them around, you're hoping they get a little better, but you want to keep them around. And sometimes people keep you around because they think you're gonna win. And just waiting for you to win, and then they'll pull you back. Oh, you finally won. Yes, now we get together. Yay. Let's say no.
True.
That's a bad idea. So
bad idea. That's a terrible idea. That's a terrible idea. I don't even want to no parts of it. But people do. People keep you around for wrong reasons all the time. It could be friends doing shit like that. So could you imagine a relationship? Like, you're not even bringing anything to my table. You just want to be around in the event that or some stay around because they in hopes that your relationship fails and they'll be the shoulder to crown and a dick to ride on. Vice versa.
Oh God.
They'll stay around. They stay around just in hopes that, you know what, I know you're going to be in a vulnerable state, and you're not going to want to catch a body with a new nigga, so I'm going to be there just because. And that's why, men, with men that, especially on that type of time, they be like, listen, I don't need you being cool with that nigga because they know that. But let me ask you a question.
Oh.
Gilly the Kid, shout out to Gilly the Kid. He had something on his Instagram, and he said that somebody sent him a message. I just want to know how you would handle this. Said that her ex-boyfriend, he was cheating and she was cheating. Basically, she saw her ex-boyfriend going into a hotel with another woman, and he saw her going into a hotel with another man, not their new partners. She said.
Right.
She said, should she tell his new girlfriend that he was creeping?
Hell no.
And I'm like, why would you even ask that question? Bitch, you should be minding your business.
Mind your business. He minding his business. Mind your goddamn business.
Like you're his ex, so you want to give up the information on providing what positive outcome is going to come of that? So Gilly, of course, people was leaving comments, and I saw a girl say the reason why she wants to tell his girlfriend is because she hasn't completely gotten over him. She wants him back. So by having that ammo, she could say that. So guys, again, having your exes around you sometimes is not for the greater good. That's why I like having good friends like you. You know what I'm saying? Ladies, stop fucking all the niggas in your life. You got to learn to have a few good men around you that are alpha males that can really give you the truth. Like, I got a lot of male friends that be like, yo, even when I used to go through shit with my husband, they be like, you know that nigga's an alpha male. You know he like one of us. You're going to have to either deal with it or you're going to have to step off. Like, we tired of hearing this, that you're going to lead a nigga on this year, you going back on this shit. Sonny, we don't want to hear it. Like, either deal with it or just leave. Like, we're not dealing. And they would give me the right thing. And they would tell me, niggas, we all cheat. Like, it don't mean we don't love you. Like, they used to break this shit down because you got to have someone that has no reason to lie to you off nothing, that have families, that have women that are bad, that don't want you. They look at you like, ew, get out of here. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's serious. Like, yeah, go ahead, bro. Go ahead. Got some good ones today.
That shit is very, very real, what you just said. Like, just a sidebar with that. Like, get you a friend with no ulterior motives. Don't have, and I don't mean, and this is no disrespect, but I don't mean a gay dude, and I don't mean a gay bitch. I mean a guy, like a guy, because a lot of gay dudes, I'm saying this firsthand. I know a lot of gay dudes. Like, back in the days when you be in the city, like, gay niggas ran old clubs. So it's like, I know what those conversations is like. They're going to give you female advice. Not going to give you it from a man's perspective. They're going to give you female advice. That's sidebar. Number 3. Now we're going to get into the dangerous parts. Number 3. Do not stay friends with your ex just because they decide that they're not going to exit your life peacefully. Just because they like, no, I'm not going anywhere, I need you. Okay, you're in a relationship, but I need your friendship. I need your whatever it is they want from you. You need to keep you around. Don't do that. That shit is dangerous.
Isn't it like I don't know about that one.
Use the word. It's stalking.
Yeah.
Stalking.
Yeah.
It's like they're forcing themselves into your life, and if you might bend just because you have history, that's not smart. Because you inviting some bullshit. You're inviting some bullshit because sooner than later they're gonna step outside that pocket with the "but I love you."
Right.
It's coming.
Yeah, that shit's dangerous. That shit is dangerous.
You're talking about opening the door to being stalked. You're talking about opening the door to violence. You're talking about, and like when it's that level, once you tell if it gets to a level where it does make you nervous, now you got to tell your new boyfriend that you're still friends with your old boyfriend and he's bothering you. Now you're putting him in a position where he got to do something to this man. Just let it go. It's going to get very, very ugly. And that one leads into number 2, just because they still love you.
Right.
If you feel shame, you don't have to. You don't have to.
Yeah. Mm-mm.
Don't let them talk you
That's
into
dangerous.
that narrative.
They
Yeah,
do try
like
that.
Yeah. You making it worse because you're giving up that false hope and you're making it worse. Like if you especially if you're looking for a new relationship, or even if you're single and you're ready to mingle, you're never going to have a real open door until you close that other one. You're going to have to shut that shit out. And that one is important. And the backbone to that one is number 1. Now, here's number 1.
Wait,
Here's
this number 1
number
is to number 2. We can do 2?
No, number 2 is like not letting them go because they still in love with you.
Oh, nah. Hell no. And you know what? But you got to touch on that because that's what women do. Women will hold on to a man because they have the desire to feel needed and wanted. Those are you fucking low self-esteem bitches. You low self-esteem bitches will sit around here and have men around you. That goes, this is very important you say that. This is for the female that's not an alpha female. This is for the regular female, the square female, the female that can't control the alpha male. So what she does is she's been a whore the whole entire time of her life and decides to go catch her a square nigga. That's what we call those. Catch a square. And when you catch a square,
oh, yeah,
he feels like you're the prize, so he deals with you. Because he feels like you are the one that's you don't even gotta bring to the table. You could be just a regular chick, but he could be a square, regular dude. And when I mean square, I mean like a regular dude, like a dude that don't really, as long as you don't try to change him, he don't care about that. Like one of those type of dudes. But you might be out there feisty or whatever like that. You know the dude that you really want don't really want you, so you deal with the dude that really wants you. You know the ones that be like, you're so beautiful on social media, like, if I had you, I would do anything for you. That's something we call come up off sucker. That's what we call come up off sucker. So it's a lot of men that are like that to women. Like that might have been the guy that always liked you, and you decided to give him a chance. So you keep him around. He's never gonna go nowhere. It's one of those. With every woman. He don't care how you treat him. He don't give a fuck what you do wrong to him. He don't care. Yep. And guess what? The woman is going to keep them around because what? What's that number 2? Because they love them. So they can't wiggle them. And it's not stalking because we know that the guy really sincerely loves you. It's just that you hold on to that one. That's your ace in the back pocket, unfortunately.
Exactly.
Mm-hmm.
Exactly. Oh, God.
So what's number 1?
Number one. The number 1 reason that's a bad idea. Be friends with your ex. It's number 1. Now, because you still love them. Now, I'm gonna go light on this. Because we all know that you could love somebody. You could genuinely love somebody.
Right.
And know that you're not supposed to be in a relationship with them. You know
say that again.
That it's going to work out. You know it in the back of your head and on the side of your heart. You know it's not going to work out, but you love them. And that's the motivation to keep the friendship. That cannot be your motivation to keep the friendship. Like if your motivation to keep the friendship, like friendships I have with my exes, sometimes it's because you want somebody who, when you have a problem and you know that they're going to give you straight advice and you know they don't want you and you don't want them, y'all both understand why y'all broke up, y'all can have a real conversation. That's the best motivation. It can't be because you still love them. Because what that does, if they don't want your ass, you just lining yourself up to get back, and they will drag you. Oh, they will drag you. Yeah, men, women, they will drag you. Like they know, oh, you know what, I need $100. Let me call James. Right. Oh, you know what, I need some head. Let me call Sophia. Like I know they will drag you. You're gonna get dragged. Don't be a sucker for love in that sense. Like there are some good reasons to stay friends. That's the worst one. That can't go down. That's number 1. And like just on the level, just like that's number one. Don't do it for that. And like, there's good reasons to stay friends. Like I said, but you got to make sure that nobody has any.
But what are some of the reasons to stay? Yeah, I want to hear some good reasons. What's the reasons to stay friends? Like, why should we stay friends?
Sometimes when you have like I give you an example. Me and my ex from like, this is like the 90s shit, but we had a mutual friend that got murdered. God bless his dad. Shout out to my man Reels. He got murdered, and like we were like part of the crew. We were all in the crew, and he got murdered. We're still friends because we are his children's godparents.
Gotcha.
Now, shit like that, she'll always be my friend. Nobody can break that friendship up. I don't beat it. She don't want nothing to do with me. I don't want nothing to do with her. We don't have no sneaky ulterior motives, but we're friends because we have bond. I don't have a problem with that. If you have children, but your ex, better off staying friends. It's cheaper to keep that friendship, or you're gonna be in family court. Don't turn that friendship upside down.
Exactly.
That's a good
exactly.
And like those are the only ones I really have. Like if it works out that y'all could be cool and y'all not in constant contact and y'all could just be who you are without no sneaky ulterior motives, then I don't have a problem with them kind of friendships. You know what I'm saying? Those are the only ones. You sound like you don't think there's any reason. Like, what you think?
No, I honestly believe that, see, this is the thing, because y'all might actually be in the same networking situation. So let's just say both do music. It's good to have your ex as a friend, because y'all are both, he could be a valuable connect because you're networking in the same type of business. It has to be business related, right? It has to be business related. So let's just say, again, music, or let's just say that he is a publicist, and he deals with books, because I'm an author, and I'm putting out a book, and he can actually take me to the next level by, possibly getting me some of those, some publishing by way of promoting me. Yeah, it might be good for me, but it might not be good for his new girlfriend. You know what I'm saying? His new girlfriend might not like that, because she might say, well, why are you putting her in a level? But then that's when I come in and say, because it's business. That's when I know it's okay to be cool with an ex when business is involved, because there's a check over at the end of it. Exactly. Yeah, it's a check. Without a check, exactly. Without a check, I don't see, the reason for it or the potential of business, but I know that exes keep tabs on me, because some they see the growth, and they like to admire from afar to see how I'm growing up, because all my exes are older than me. I mean, like 5-6 years older, so they see the maturity of me growing, and others just keep me around because I believe one of my exes keep me on his Facebook just to see how my life is going. I swear.
Yeah.
He
hoping for shit to get fucked up for you so he could swoop in and save you.
Correct.
He want a hero.
Yeah, he wants to
be
a
lot of
hero.
niggas is out here. Say just guys, women too. They waiting for this bitch to do you dirty so she could be like, "Come on home, daddy."
Exactly.
I would never do you like. They just watching.
Come on home now, only for him to come there and your house you be a timeshare. You're a timeshare, not the home. Yeah, come on home, daddy. Yeah, he's coming home to the timeshare, and then once he's giving you some time and he's shared some of his shit, he goes back home, and then that's why you got to be careful.
It's weird, because like when you develop a deep friendship with somebody you used to date, it's hard to turn your back on them, but you just got to be honest with yourself about your situation. That's the only advice I could give on being friends or even fucking around with exes. Like, be honest with yourself first. Don't even think about them. Your happiness has to be paramount in the situation. I'll never stop telling anybody that. Think about yourself first, because like if you go in there with any of those 10 things in the back of your head, you're there for the wrong reason.
Correct.
You got to be honest with yourself.
Got to be honest with yourself.
That's a big
Simple.
door. That's like, ooh, that's a lot of jewels in there.
That's right.
That's a lot of jewels. Like, shout out to the exes. Shout out to all the exes.
Yeah.
I still love y'all.
I don't still love y'all at all, but you know what? I look back and I see what's going on in their life, and I'll be like, oh, my God. Yo, the ability of being able to look at what you left and watching it from a very distant eye is the best kind of karma ever. And it don't necessarily have to be good or bad. It's just they can be actually they could be doing phenomenally well. You're just happy you're not a part of that because you're like, wouldn't have worked for me. Like you can see, you can see that they be unhappy. Yo, they be unhappy, and you just be happy, really happy. Yo, they be unhappy.
They be faking like they're happy though.
Yes, that shit is terrible. That's terrible.
Yeah, that Instagram stunting is. I'm serious, and it's like,
that shit is
you know what's
boy.
funny for me, like, because in most cases, like, just to give myself the real shit, like, in a lot of cases with my ex, I've given them behavior, I've given them style, I've given them like a method of thought, a way to approach situations that leveled them up. So sometimes I do peek back because I want to see if you're still holding it together. Like, I don't really have no exes that's like in a fucked up. No, that's not right. That's not true. I know a couple that's in fucked up situations. But for the most part, most of them are like they're handling their business. And I'm happy for you. You know, stay away from me.
Right. Stay away. Stay away. You can watch from a distance. I don't have a problem with that. But just stay away. Stay out the inbox.
Stay out the inbox. Don't slide in my
I deleted Messenger, by the way. I don't even have Messenger. And the crazy part is my bros, my real day ones, my day twos or day threes, they all know. Stay out the inbox. If you don't have a cell phone number to reach me, a house phone number to reach me, an email to reach me, do not inbox me on Facebook, especially if you're an ex. Please don't even do it.
Let go or be dragged. Well, I'm gonna let that lead me into the Luger's Law today.
Yeah, what's the Luger's Law today?
It's a hard one for a lot of folks, but since we're going on this topic, I'm gonna go with this one. Luger's Law number 23. When somebody's ready to walk out of your life, but you want them to stay, it's still better to let them go. Don't let the last memory of you be that of an ugly split. There is a big difference between fighting for a relationship and fighting because a relationship has run its course. I'm going to have to do that again. There's a big difference between fighting for a relationship and fighting because your relationship has run its course. Don't make it ugly. That's all I'm saying. Don't make it ugly. Follow your own path. Sometimes, like, God take people out of your life, and you fucking fight and fight and fight to pull them back in, and you're just setting yourself up to fail. Be honest. Let it go. Move forward. Right. And that's Luger's Law. You could abide by it. Get tried by it. Solid. This was a solid show.
Solid show for real.
Like, I hope y'all take these gems with you.
I'll take these gems with you because, honey, let me tell you something. You'd be surprised. It might not be right now, but it'll be in a couple of years. You might not be with the same person that you listening to this show with. That they might not be in your life then. You better make sure you take heed on all of these goddamn gems that are being dropped. We giving you all of this free game for free.
Free 99. Right.
Free 99. Free 99. That's right. Free 99.
Yo, so son.
Oh man. Yeah, yo.
So,
what's going on?
Like, the season almost over. You realize that, right?
Yes, the season is almost over. We're almost wrapping up Boss Talk No Filter season 2. It's been a long. Yo, we started this almost two years ago. Wow. Unbelievable. Yeah, man.
We going in.
We're going in.
And we got to thank y'all because our listenership is going up, still on the incline. So we appreciate y'all. We appreciate y'all greatly for that. And keep the emails coming. If we don't answer every email, like we can't, but like when you have your topics or things you want to talk about, you can always go on my Facebook, Sonny's Facebook. You could go on I Love Sonny 101 on Instagram or GBA_Ray Luger on Instagram. Send us your questions and topics you want to speak on. And Boss Talk No Filter is the email at Gmail.
Yo, but guess what? We got a Boss Talk No Filter Instagram page, guys. Yes.
Oh, yeah.
We got a Boss Talk No Filter Instagram page. Yeah, right. Yeah. So now you can follow us on Boss Talk No Filter. The Instagram page is Boss Talk No Filter. And I mean, we got low followers right now, but that's because we haven't put it out there right now. But now you guys know Boss Talk No Filter Instagram. Then we have Boss Talk No Filter Twitter. These two pages, you can keep up with all the shows. I see sponsorship. I see a couple of things going down my timeline. That show, the last show we did about the KKK and Charlotte. The viewership is going on up, boy. Oh my God. So
love. Thank you for the love, everybody.
Thanks for the love. We appreciate that. Yeah.
All right, y'all. So let's get up out of here. We got business to do. It's not going to wait on us. We got business to do.
Yep.
On behalf of the super powerful Sonny Money. Super intuitive. The gym dropping, show stopping Sonny Money. And me, your man, Ray Luger, has been Boss Talk No Filter. And we are out of here. We catch y'all next week.
We out of here. Peace out.
Every day we bossing up. Every day we bossing up. Money bag, about to fill it up. Uncut, how we give it up. Sonny Money and Ray Luger. Head to the street, that's how we give it to you. Head to the street, that's how we give it to you. Boss Talk Radio.
What up, it's Sonny Money, and the first order of business is the business, baby.
Look, it's Ray Luger. Luger's laws, you could abide by him or get tried by him, you dig?
Boss Talk.